Okay, so I hate to do this, but I've got to respond to this because it's so crazy. First of all, we're going to talk about how we're going to show you the lies that were said today. I guess we're going to show you that, Dave Rose came up with an idea, and now it's being said that I'm stealing some idea, but yet it wasn't even my idea. I'm going to show you how, obviously, you guys know that I've been being attacked all week via email. We've had people in my chat saying, die Joe Cronin, Joe rapes his kids, I'll rape his kids and kill them. And, it's been going on all week in my chats. We have all the screenshots of the names and the people and everything else, whatever. Who cares, right? So the other day I went on a weird rant because Scott was calling my show. Scott called my show and he tried to talk about drama stuff, and I kind of passed it by and said, whatever, and I rolled my eyes. You can see it on the stream. And then I called his show. And, other people call him all the time. I call him. We all call him. And, when people are mad at him, they're mad people are calling him. And then when people are friendly with people, everything's cool. I'm trying to be cool with everybody, just like everybody else is trying to be cool with everybody. So I'll call anybody whenever. A lot of times I'll call at night because I'm up working and rendering and editing video and things like that. So I call in and, I'm upset about the trolls and the people threatening me and all these other things. So I go on a weird rant about it, and I start ranting and flipping out and acting like an evil devil. Obviously a joke, ranting randomly about nobody in particular, obviously. But, Ken has turned that into that it's about him and his family, which is insane. I don't know why I'd be talking about this guy and his family. That's crazy. So we're going to talk about how that's just fucking bullshit. We're going to talk about how the other stuff is bullshit that I mentioned, and we're going to prove it all with clips and with timestamps and with proof. Because you can easily, if you have a brain, go back and watch all this and realize that, yeah, this doesn't make sense. The picture being painted by this guy is dishonest and crazy. And I've had so many people message me about it that's the reason why I'm doing this. And I'm putting it on Drama God because I don't want to put it on my main channels and stuff like that because people don't give a shit, frankly, most people. But the people that do give a shit, that seem to hit me up the most, know about this channel, so they'll be able to hear it. Or at least some of them will be. And if the others aren't, I'll share it around. I don't know. I don't care. I don't want to do these things. I barely do Drama God videos. When I do, it's always about something that I think that I'm 100% right about, usually, right? Because there's a lot of times where people say things about me. I don't make Drama God videos. I make a Drama God video once every 3 months to 5 months. Like the one time ever that Dave was wrong or got something wrong, I made a video about it. How many times have I been wrong and Dave's been right? You know what I mean? So I didn't make videos about it. But the one time Dave I thought was incorrect and we proved he was incorrect, we did a Drama God on it because you know what I mean? Because I felt the evidence was so concrete and crazy that I did a video. Did one about Mars before. Now I'm cool with Mars now and everybody. I mean, maybe he's not cool with me for whatever reason. I don't know. But I did one about him because I thought some of the things he said was wrong, and I showed you why and everything. But this is going to be one of those where it's like these things are all wrong and we're going to play them. I'm shocked about this. Like, this is crazy. Like, I can't even believe that this was said and that this is going on. And so many people said that same thing to me today. I had everybody from most people saying, what is he talking about? Like, what the fuck? And then I had a lot of people saying, I had some people saying the other thing, which was, why did you say this about him or whatever? And I'm like, well, it's not about him. And then they were like, what? And then I had to show them, no, I'm ranting because of the trolls, and I've been attacked and hacked and people are attacking me. And I've never specifically targeted anybody or said anything about anybody. And they were like, oh, I understand. Why would they think it's about him then? And I'm like, I don't know. So we're going to attempt to try to figure it out in this video. And then I was threatened. On top of this, I never threatened this guy, ever. Threatened this guy. And then he actually threatens me in my family. Or I don't know about my family, but he threatened me. I can't even believe that he would say something like this.
I said, I swear to God, anything happens to my job, my family, my friends, I'm coming to Boston, bro. And I know where you live. I know your exact address. I know your phone number. I know your name. You really want to play this game and threaten me and threaten my family?
I mean, he has my phone number because I gave it to him 4 years ago when he hit me up to be on my show and to work with me. I gave him my phone number. I've also moved, so he doesn't know my new address unless he looked it up or did something weird. You know what I mean? So my rant on Scott's stream was obviously, you can tell I'm joking, and you can tell I'm doing a character, and you can tell I'm making fun of Scott's rants in the past. I did word for word things that Scott says, and I also said things that people said to me this week when they threatened me, my kids, and my family, and my life. All the threats that I had this week, I ranted about them in that rant as a character, like taking the whole thing in stride. And then randomly, a former co-host and friend of mine makes a video streaming about how I'm talking about him. That is insane. And we're going to talk about it in this podcast. So I guess strap in for this. The people that love controversy, I guess, will love this. For me, it's been a week of turmoil and being a little scared and having to do remote learning and schooling with the kids and a 4-year-old running around and working on stuff for my channel and trying to pay the rent and all these other things. And I guess when I do a character making fun of the people that attack me, who we don't even know who they are, trolls or something, somebody decides to tell an audience that he mostly gained from working with me that, oh, Joe is attacking my family. Anybody with a brain thinks you're insane. But let's... I can't even, So here we go. I guess it's not even funny, dude. This is weird. This is weird.
Complained about it and said, man, this guy goes and calls up Scott McKinnon and won't fucking call my show that I've been doing for fucking 3 years. That's true shit. That's true shit. That's not made up.
I mean... Ken calls people shows like this. You know what I mean? And if there are people out there that are mad that I haven't called their show that they've been doing for 3 years or whatever, why didn't they just message me and say, hey, want to come on my show? You know what I mean? That's why I don't really believe this. And if it is true, then it's most likely people that don't even really like me anyway. Because if you really wanted me to be on your show, you'd hit me up. I mean, Scott has to harass me to get me on his show. He harassed the shit out of me. Come on, you piece of garbage. I'm going to talk shit about you. You know, and it's Ken calls has called his show a ton and calls YR and calls all these other people that bash me and bash him and whatever. He gives people the time of day that are bashing him. You know what I mean? And so do I. And that's what he's talking about. But it's who are these people that have shows for 3 years that I don't call into? You know what I mean? What are you talking about? The other day, Heistman hit me and Ken up on Twitter and said something about, why don't you guys call my show? You call all these other shows. And so it's actually funny that Heistman actually complained about Ken doing this the other day. He also complained about me doing it. So, you know, maybe we should go on Heistman's show. But as far as this goes, I mean, I don't know I don't know these people. If someone wants me to come on their show, all they have to do is message me. Hey, Joe, want to be on my show? You know what I mean? That's all they got to do. I was supposed to be on Dr. Earl's show the other day, and I missed it. And then there was a time, you know, the only time I won't go on someone's show is if they're shitting on me or something like that, and I decide yeah, I don't really want to get involved in that. But what is it Ken's business to go on a rant about whose shows I need to call and who I need to be talking to and stuff like that? I don't know, dude. This is gay. I mean, weird. If you want me to be on your show, ask me to be on your show. The only person, there's only been a couple people ever that asked me to be on the show and then I didn't go on, and it was only because, you know, I was busy with my kids or life or something like that. You know what I mean? But this is weird. It's just I don't know what to say to this. Okay. Then who are you? Who would like me to come on their show? Please message me and say hey, I asked you to come on. You didn't come on. Want to come on next time? Or is it me, or did I do something? And then I'll be no, it's not you, bro. I was just busy with stuff. That's all. You know what I mean? But at 2 in the morning or 3 in the morning when I'm editing video and podcasts by myself and waiting for stuff to render, you know, I have time. I'm kind of sitting there oh, I'm bored. This guy's harassing me on Skype. I'll call his show and fuck around with him and jerk him off or whatever. And so that's really the reason. It's pretty simple. So I don't know why he acts like he's confused about it. It's really not it's not hard to see. You know what I mean? I mean, dude, there's even at the beginning of the rant where I flip out where I'm I've had to do some things to some people. They never came back. They always went away. It's it's fake. It's a Italian fucking thing. It's it's the whole thing's a worked rant. Me making fun of the people that say that they're going to come after my family and kids. You know what I mean? So I don't know why he thinks I'm talking about him and his family. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand that jump or that leap or anything. It's clear that I'm doing a promo of like a crazy promo that's not even real. Like, everybody who heard this in the right context went, yeah, you're just being a maniac, like weird, like you're just jerking around. Like, I mean, Scott has said way worse stuff about everybody, and everybody's been friends with him again. And I don't think anyone's ever done such a burial stream on Scott. And he's actually like doxxed by accident people and all these other things, these threats against people and stuff like that. And it's like my rant about a guy. So my rant on the trolls who are attacking me and all these other things, my rant on those trolls turns into that's what I'm saying about Ken. It makes no sense. The leap to that, I don't know who's in his ear saying this is about you or something. Like, I couldn't even begin to tell you. This is the most bizarre shit that I've ever heard. You know what I mean? Like, this is probably the biggest fake victim claim ever. I never say his name in this. I never believe I reference him at all, but he does. I mean, maybe Ken's the guy who is attacking me. Because why would he project like this that it's all about him when it has nothing to do with him whatsoever? And I'm literally just I'm calling out trolls who send me emails about attacking me and stuff like that. Is he the guy attacking me on emails? And he thinks that I know that it's him, so now he's flipping out ahead of time? I mean, why else is he getting angry about this? This has nothing to do with him at all. So I like try not to mention the guy's name ever, because what would happen is back in the day, even 8 months ago, if I would reference him at all or just say like, oh, I'd say anything about him, he would do an hour stream on me. And now here I am ranting about trolls and hackers and people that attack me and my kids, and people in the chat called like Gavin's little dickhole and Joe fucks his own kids and like names like that in my chat. And I'm ranting on those people and ranting about them, saying, all this stuff and acting like Scott because I'm on Scott's thing, and then I hang up and I do a devil voice. And then he's going to get defensive and do a stream about how I attacked him and it's about him and his family. What the fuck? I'm actually angry about people attacking my family. Why would I attack someone else's family? I don't even know who the people are that are doing this. You know what I mean? There's like 1 million people that do streams like on me, like even people that these people don't even know. And it's like I'm just open-ended acting crazy, like for entertainment purposes. And this guy takes it and makes it seem like I'm cutting a real fucking threat on him and his family. What the fuck? Dude, Jake DeMarco, like, and Drew, and just so many people, and other people that I haven't even talked to in a while, hit me up today, and they were like, dude, what the fuck is this about? And they're like, I listened to it, and it doesn't sound like you're talking about him, really. It sounds like you were fucking around or something. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, wow, this is weird. And I'm like, I know. It's attention. People want to, it's actually, I'm wondering if it's slander or something like that. I'm starting to wonder, man, if I need I don't know, dude, protection or something. He actually makes threats to me in this video. I haven't even spoken about him. I don't even care. I didn't even think he was that bad a person. But apparently he is. Like, because this thing that I'm saying has nothing to do with anybody. And so he makes a video about it and then threatens me? Why? Why are you threatening me? This is some like JD from New York type stuff, but like on the offensive instead. It's weird. Instead of sending a cease and desist. But that stuff was about him at least. Those were jokes directly about JD. So at least that made sense. This is just me rambling and ranting about randomness. And then you just clip it and say, that's about me and my family. What the fuck? Because you have a family, it's about you and your family? A lot of people have families. It's actually about, this is the type of, I'm actually saying the things that these people say to me about my family. That's what I'm doing. I'm ranting, and I'm saying the things that people say about my family. I'll attack your family that you take care of. You know what I mean? You're a leech on your parents. I'm going to find them. I'll kill your kids. I know they name my kids. They put pictures of me and my kids up, and they're going to come for me. There's people in the chat. Everybody's seen them in the chat. There's massive dislikes going on my videos. There's people doing drama streams about me every week and every other day, and everybody has seen that over the last few weeks or whatever. I'm ignoring it all. And then I go on a rant about it all, and I act like I'm the guy talking to Joe, and then this guy says I'm talking to him. What? I mean, Jesus Christ, man. If there was ever an example of like, Joe, why don't you work with these people anymore? Why don't you work with this guy? Why don't you have this guy on? This is why. You can see. This is some kind of stalker clout chasing that I don't know, man. I'm shocked by it, to be honest. You know what I mean? First I'm attacked and I'm scared. I was scared all week, kind of like worried, like what's going on? And then I let it all out and cut a promo on it, like joking about it, and then I get attacked for that by somebody else who I thought was a normal human being, kind of, a little bit. But I kind of did think he was crazy, and that's why I stayed away from him. The minute I brought him back for an episode of something about 5 months ago or whatever, the minute I brought him back, I started having all this harassment and all these trolls the minute I brought him back. And that's why I said, dude, I'm out on this. I just take that is now the people that watch him. And I see them in the chat, a lot of them. And it's like, wow, dude, that is a cesspool of every bad person. Not everybody, but some people, some people still watch everybody and they don't care about the drama stuff. I mean, listen, I don't care either, but it's like this is directly about me and a direct threat to me. He's threatening me in his video, in his audio. I'm not threatening him in the audio that he plays saying I'm threatening him. I'm just ranting, acting like a maniac on a stream. And I'm ranting about the people that are threatening me and my kids. And then he turned it into, I'm threatening him and his kids. What? I never mention him. I never mention his name. It's never even about him. So this leap to victimhood is wild. And it's very creepy. But this is all I'm going to say about it. And so I'm going to play the timeline and play the audio clips that I have, because this is just, it's got to be mentioned, because now 80% of people that came to me said, dude, what the fuck is this guy doing? And I had people say, dude, I'm leaving this guy. I'm leaving this guy's channel. Like he does this all the time about you. He did it back in January. He did it again the next month. And they go, I noticed that you really don't do anything to him. And he just goes into these crazy rants about you, and he's psycho. And I'm like, yeah, dude, on October 1st, he sent me messages to my phone, and then I blocked him. I don't have him. I actually blocked him, so I can't get phone messages from him anymore, because he was sending me messages, like, after attacking me, he was sending me messages that were like, hey, I've been such a proud asshole, and for whatever it's worth, I'm sorry for being stubborn and a piece of garbage. I won't mention you anymore. And I'm just like, okay, whatever, dude. I don't fucking, what the fuck? And so I just blocked his number, and I'm like, all right, whatever. And now I go on a rant about trolls. I go on a rant about people who are attacking my family and me, and people that are, constantly streaming on me with 3 people listening to them, like the Trevor guy. There's some other dude. There's a bunch of channels, a bunch of people, a bunch of things, and some crazy shit. I don't know what to do with this, man. I mean, I've seen a lot of shit. Like, I think that, one time a long time ago, I had a former co-host who put dildos on my kids' faces. I mean, I thought that was a little weird. That was kind of bizarre. I think that JD sending a cease and desist was also kind of fucking crazy, I think. Pretty crazy. But I have never, ever had been threatened for a whole week by random trolls and people and mystery people, and had massive disliked videos, and been threatened in email and been hacked, and then had people with names like, Gavin, we're going to kill your kid, and Joe Cronin has a man pussy and his kids touch it, Leah's stanky sardine pussy, fucking whatever the other ones are, I don't even remember them all. Fucking Tommy NC is the pedophile raped Joe's kids. I will end Joe's kids. Gavin and Brenna are faggots. This stuff has been going on this week specifically. You know what I mean? And apparently, this guy constantly does streams now bashing me or something with like a thing, which is, I don't know, do whatever you do. What? Okay, buddy, go see mama. It's like I got to take time out of my day to actually talk about this. I've been ignoring all the bashing that goes on every week when I hear about it, and I go, dude, I don't care about it. It's actually so crazy now that nobody really brings anything to me. This is the first day that I've heard about all this stuff again, because people know that I don't care. There's nothing I can do, man. I get it. You punch up, right? You're mad, you punch up. I don't know. So, I don't even remember where I was, but Anyway.
Sure you want to go there, Joey? Sure you want to copy, Joey?
Because I'll tell you right now, I swear to fucking God right now, as God is my witness, I will fucking copy every motherfucking thing you do.
He already
and
does
I'll do
that.
it better.
You already do that. He already does that.
Now, is this a game that you're playing again with the karaoke thing? You really going to go ahead with that and really want to blatantly copy me?
So here he's saying that I'm copying him about some karaoke thing. I don't know what he's talking about, but the fact of the matter is, a week ago on Monetize This, Devious Dave Rose said, I think we should have a karaoke show where we do some kind of karaoke thing. Like where everybody fucking can come up with a song or something or other. And so the other day I brought it up or something like that, and he's referencing that. He's saying that I'm copying him because of this. Well, this is from October 9th. Dave Rose, last week, came up with an idea. In fact, somebody time-stamped it in the chat below. Tommy Molina time-stamped Dave Rose and his singing idea. Here is the clip.
I would suggest that you put out... Actually, let me just say it in a more diplomatic term. I think it would be a good idea, and I'm not telling you what to do or what you should do, that perhaps put out a call out to your viewers to record themselves singing to a song of their choosing. But obviously the song would have to be an instrumental.
Right.
And
so that was Dave's idea. I have no idea about what other ideas are going on with other people, other places. I don't know. I don't listen. I don't know. I do not know. So there you go. There's the proof that he is a liar, that I'm not copying anybody's idea, that Dave Rose, this was Dave Rose's idea. And I said, oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. And then I said, well, instead of just doing karaoke, we'll do a talent show, and it will just like, you know, if people have jokes or people have a talent or people want to sing a song or whatever, we'll do something fun like that. Now, that all stemmed from Dave's idea. This is like the middle of Monetize This. I had no plans for announcing this idea, no idea about it. Dave just came up with an idea, as Dave does. And I said, yeah, that's a good idea. Well, maybe we'll do it. I mean, the only thing I can think that happened here is that maybe Dave had the same idea and he gave it to multiple people. You know, maybe he came up with this idea, said it on Monetize This, then said it there, and then I guess maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. But I know that it's not my idea. You know what I mean? Nor did I know about the, you know what I mean? And how many people have done karaoke before? You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. When I actually come up with an original idea and then someone takes it and then I complain about it, people go, what do you think, you're the first one to ever come up with that? You fucking asshole. It just belongs to you. It's like, okay. And then when Dave comes up with an idea and I go, okay, yeah, that's not a bad idea. And then someone else says that I'm stealing an idea. Like, I don't understand. There's no right answer. This is another no right answer, faggots. There's no right answer. You know? I mean, maybe it was done, I don't know, bro. Maybe he, I don't know, dude. I don't understand. This was Dave's idea. So if you're mad, you know, be mad at Dave. I don't know. For coming up with an idea, I'm not sure. I don't understand. But I just played the clip, so there you go. It's Dave came up with the idea. I'm not stealing anyone's idea. But people have stolen my ideas. And when I complained about it, I was called a baby. So maybe you're a baby, I guess.
I would suggest that you put out... Actually, let me just say it in a more diplomatic term. I think it would be a good idea, and I'm not telling you what to do or what you should do, that perhaps put out a call out to your viewers to record themselves singing.
I don't get it. Anyway, whatever.
Because I got a big announcement to make.
Welcome to hell or something. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I went over and I looked at my log, my broadcast log. And I'm like, all right, nobody get into my Google or YouTube. And I was like, what the fuck's this? And then I was like, oh.
When Joe sits there and goes, and I was like, And then it was like, and then we were like, and then I went over there and they were like, and then I was like, whoa, no, really? And then this person called me and said this. And I was like, when he does that and explains it to you methodically and slow and like that, he's lying his ass off.
It's actually me trying to make sure that I'm, like, reiterating the timeline perfectly. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's important. Because, you know what I mean? If you don't say things in proper steps, you forget things. I don't get it. So like when I'm hacked, it's not really a hack. Somebody just looked up a password. And I know that they figured it out because recently like Keemstar and all these drama channels and all these news channels came out and told everybody about it. Hey, be careful, this big hack happened with, I guess, Ustream and with this multi-broadcaster software or whatever. And I kind of ignored it and didn't even think about it. And obviously someone from the community or someone who trolls me or someone whatever was like, oh, wow, yeah, look, Joe didn't change his. Like, I found him right here, and I found his password. And they just went in and did it. I don't know. I mean, it's not really a hack, but still. Like, so I get hacked, and that's my fault. I complain about trolls, and then this guy turns it into I'm talking about his family. What the fuck?
Lying his ass off.
And now I'm lying about being hacked. Like, or whatever. Like, it's just, what the fuck, dude? There's no right answer. If I talk about something, I'm an asshole. If I don't talk about something, I'm an asshole. If I talk about the truth, I'm an asshole. If I talk about my opinion, I'm an asshole. If I think somebody did something wrong and I say something, I'm an asshole. If I don't say anything, someone will attack me because I'm an asshole. That's what it comes down to. There is no right answer.
Listen, Joe's an influencer. Whichever way you want to push it, Joe's an influencer. He can influence these young guys. There's no doubt about it. He influences these young guys, right? And for him to...
These young guys? Who the fuck? What is he talking about?
Turn around and to say something like he said with that. If those people heard him, they're going to take that serious. And then all of a sudden, I'm a target now.
So, because I ranted in a crazy voice, in a joking voice, pretending to be the trolls who attack me and pretending to be Scott on his little stream in front of 10 people, because I did that, he jumps to the conclusion that everything is about him and that people are going to attack him or something. Why? It's not about him. Why would anyone think that? Now they might, because you brought yourself into it for no reason at all.
There's no doubt about it. That's how some of Joe's supporters are, these young guys. They'll go right on there and try to hack you or fucking fuck up your shit somehow.
I'm literally the one who was hacked. Like, what is he talking about? Nobody has ever hacked anybody for me or anything like that. I have been hacked. I have been attacked. Like, and I've never targeted, I haven't targeted Ken. I don't target him at all. If you go back and listen to all my shows, go back and listen to them from the beginning to the end. There's no targets on him or anybody like that, unless they're a bad person. You know, one time I targeted Coop the comedian because he attacked Ken's wife. He attacked her cancer and he attacked his wife. I went off on that guy. And Ken sent me a message thanking me. Even though we weren't on good terms, I was like, how dare you say this stuff about somebody's wife? You know, and especially this lady who's been through all this stuff. And it's like, that was an attack. And that was on that guy. Because what that guy did was wrong. So I just don't get this. I don't get this at all. People have been texting me all day about it. Like, they don't understand it either. They're like, what is going on? I mean, most people know what it is. It's like a clout chase. It's a desperation or something, or I don't know. But the guy always bashes me, and I don't really say anything about him. None of this at all has anything to do with him. And he's doing a whole fucking rant about it.
Like he said, and like he goes on a Drama God or whatever the fuck channel he's going to go on. I'll do this shit right on my channel. I ain't got nothing to hide, bro.
Yeah, that's because, you know, you're playing to the audience of pretty much mostly just mean trolls and people like that. There's no, like, I don't know what to say to this. I'll go on my show, like, nobody wants to hear this stuff that I know. I mean, I think, you know, this is what you want to do and you want to hear and stuff like that, but I don't want to do this. And my channel doesn't want to hear this stuff. You know what I mean? So that's why I put this stuff on Drama God, because it's drama, and I don't like to talk about drama or do drama. And so I tell people, hey, if you like that sort of thing, here it is over here, but I'm not bringing it to these channels. You know, and the Drama God channel is a troll channel. It's trolling all these people who care so much about drama and attacking people and all this stuff. It's really, that's about it, or calling people out, you know, when they're wrong, basically, like I'm doing right now. Like, anybody with a brain who listens to this knows, like, this is crazy. Like, this has nothing to do with this guy, but he brought himself into it. But it's got nothing to do with him. My rant that I did as a stalker on Scott's stream, that I did as Scott and as people that attack me and stuff like that, has nothing to do with Ken whatsoever. But he made it about himself. Again, he turns everything into things about him. I mean, it's so many people hit me up and said this to me, and I go, I don't know. They said, Joe, I heard this, and like, how does he think that you're talking about him? And this is crazy. I don't understand it. I keep saying that over and over again because I think maybe something's wrong with this guy. I think something might be wrong with him, like mentally. You know what I mean? Like mentally crazy. Just crazy, man. I don't know. I'm just messaging someone now. People, I've never received this many messages in a day. I will say that. I'd say 80% of the people that reached out to me said, dude, what the fuck is wrong with him? And I said, dude, I don't know. But there was about 20% of people that reached out to me and said, dude, why would you attack his family? And then I said, dude, does this sound like I'm attacking his family? I mean, I could take these clips too and then just say, hey, this guy attacked, this was about my family. Did you know that? And then people go, oh my God, really? So he's lying. So he's slandering me. He's taking my own rant about people that attack me, cyberbullies or whatever the fuck, trolls, just goofy people. And by the way, I'm not even that mad. In the clip, I'm joking, like that I'm those people, because I don't really, the troll stuff doesn't even bother me that much. It is a little creepy when it gets to certain levels, like Jake DeMarco has been swatted. I think Ken says he's been swatted, but I haven't even heard him this angry about that. He's more angry that I ranted about a troll person and troll people and Scott. He's more angry that I ranted about them as a joke than when he was actually swatted. I'm sorry to doubt, I don't think Ken was swatted. Because he's more angry about me ranting about not him and making it about him, but it's not about him, than when apparently he was actually swatted. But Jake DeMarco was swatted. And it was because Ken showed Jake DeMarco's number on his stream. Because he's so paranoid, he records every call that comes into his cell phone. And he tried to show everybody and expose YR. This was a couple of years ago, 3 years ago now. So he's so paranoid that if you call Ken, he records every call he ever gets. So then he tries to use that against YR and holds up the phone and says, see, look, this is where we talked or whatever. But he actually holds up Jake DeMarco in his conversation and shows his number, and then Jake DeMarco gets swatted. Some of the sickest, weirdest people are around his community at this point. Some people know it's the same. There's a lot of good people who do watch both of us still, and they don't care about any of this stuff. I don't care about this stuff. This is so weird. And I guess I had to respond to it. I didn't want to, really, because I don't even have a problem with the guy. I was just on calls with him over the last couple weeks, on call on YR's thing, on Scott, and private Skypes and stuff like that. We showed up on shows together, and we didn't have a problem. And I told him, I'm like, yeah, I don't got a problem with Ken or anybody. Like, I'm good, man. The only people I don't like are some of the troll people or some of the people doing the hacking and the illegal stuff, and, you know, I've had enough of it. And so the other night I went on a rant about it. And he turned that into, that's about him. And then said that I'm copying him, but it was Dave's idea, not mine. And then he said that I tried to put it on Dave, but I didn't put it on Dave. Dave said it on the show. And I don't think Dave is copying anybody. But I don't know, like, what are we saying here? You know, I don't really understand. I'm lost. So this was so crazy that people thought it was a work. People actually just thought it was a work. People on Twitter, people were messaging me, people that called me, they were like, dude, this is the greatest work idea ever. And funny enough, we've been trying to get the belt back from SDOT for a while, and we did. I think we might be having it back. And he was like, I'll buy the belt off SDOT. It's like, think of how sick that is, bro. This is what I do for my life and my family. Like, this guy now he threatens me for real. Then basically, like, I'm going to take your livelihood away. I'm going to take the people that like you away. I'm going to manipulate all the people that you like or that watch you. This is the biggest manipulation stream thing that I've seen in a while. He did this back in January and last year, and now he's doing it again. And I don't bring up his name at all. I'm not manipulating anybody. You can't find DMs behind any scenes where I say anything about it because I don't care. Other than today when I said, dude, what's going on? I don't understand. This is the reason why I didn't want to do things with him again. And even still, he's still going. He even still makes like rants about Tommy C and other people from years ago. It's like, I don't know. He's kind of, I don't know, bro. He's psycho. That's all I can say. I mean, how you turn, like, when I go into rants on JD, it's because we have a fight and then I have something to say about it. There's no fight here. This is me angry at trolls and angry at hackers and angry at people that are bad. And he's turned it into that it's about him. And it's not. It's not about him. It's still not about him. Except for he's just made himself. It's like pathetic, dude. It's like two people fighting in a playground, and then a third guy comes in out of nowhere and goes, you're the one who said, fuck my mom, and then punches someone in the face. This is like the Black Lives Matter thing. If you see a white guy in a store, just say he said the N-word, and then everybody's like, oh my God, you said the N-word? Fuck him up! Fuck him up! That's what Ken is doing here. I'm ranting about trolls and horrible people, and then doing a gimmick, and then he goes, that's about me! That's about me! He said he's gonna kill my family! Get him! What? I mean, smart idea. By copying the BLM movement, where you can just attack people, I guess, in the stores, just say someone said the N-word and then they're a bad person. I get it. That's what this is. This is Boy Who Cried Wolf times a million. The weird thing here is he's about to listen to me explain all this and then still shit on it. So now this is an hour in, I guess, after he's already said that I said all these things and they must be about him and his family. Like, what? So that's all bullshit, we know. But now he's going to bring up this. He's actually going to listen to me explain this. Mock him, and he didn't even get it. But whatever. Now he's listening to when I called into Scott's show later in the night when I was going to bed, and Bodark was on there. And I was fucking around with Bodark and him. I don't know why he's playing this, but I guess we're about to find out. Didn't even understand. But we'll see if that really happens or not. We'll see if that really goes down or doesn't go down. But, hopefully he left. Then later, I called... somebody Bodark. I was like, you motherfucker, you think you're gonna get away with this? And then I hung up, and then for 5 minutes.
That's what Joe does when he's lying. And then I did this, and then I spoke to this person, and then I called Bodark, and then I called JB. I called.
What am I lying about? I actually did that. It's on a recording. That's what he does when he's lying. Now he's telling me I'm a liar about Bodark. Fuck is he talking about? So I called Bodark, and I basically, I think I have the clip. Hold on. This is what Ken's talking about, by the way. This is me calling in to Scott and Bodark, and me pretending to be angry at Bodark when I'm not. Ready, watch.
Oh, people think a lot of things about me that just completely aren't true. And I guess Joe is in that same category where we used to bash him, and here he comes.
Okay.
There's a big problem here.
Okay. What's up? Talk to me.
There's a big... What's up?
No, seriously, talk to me.
I'll talk to you.
Okay, go ahead. What's wrong, dude?
What's fucking wrong, dude?
Yeah,
what's fucking wrong?
So I was actually hoping that he would say he's not a patron, or that he is a patron, because I go, are you a patron? And if he said he was a patron, then I was going to make a joke like, oh, I mean, well, then I like you, actually. Like, it was going to be a whole joke, but then he said he's not a patron, and I was like, oh, okay, I can't do that joke.
what's wrong?
What's wrong is I have no fucking milk in my house right now, and I really want to eat some chocolate, fucking Hershey's, and some milk before bed, and now I can't eat chocolate because there's no milk to wash it down, so I'm eating a fucking graham cracker.
He's fucking retarded.
And this is fucking stupid that I have to eat a graham cracker. I gotta go to bed, though. This is fucked up.
Why fucking blows, man? Shit.
You think I'd be mad at you? What the fuck?
You drink the rest
No,
of the White
I'm
Claw
not.
or what? What the fuck is going on here? I couldn't
I
read.
couldn't tell. I couldn't tell at all.
Tell.
Man. So I'm like, is he pissed off at me? I mean, shit.
I was hoping he was gonna say he was a patron, so I was gonna be like, you motherfucking piece of shit. Then I was
Why I get into
then,
that? I'm like, holy fuck now, Joe.
And then when-
I guess I'm getting blamed
and
for
then
fucking
I was
stealing
like,
patrons again.
yo, you're a patron. Then when he goes, oh, yeah, I was gonna be like, oh shit. I mean, well, I like you guys. Like,
I'm like half asleep here, by the way, too. If you're wondering why I sound completely out of it.
but it didn't work. Anyway, fuck you all. Good night.
Fuck
Nah,
off,
man.
Joe. Yeah, no, I mean,
So yeah, I was just having some fun. I thought it'd be funny. I thought Bodark would get a kick out of that. Is pretty much I did it for Bodark because I like the guy. And so yeah, that's what it was. Was like I called in and I was like, "You're really a piece of shit, Bodark, you son of a bitch," and I did all this stuff. And he was like, "Oh my god, like what did I do? I don't understand. Like what the fuck, dude?" And then like I hung up, and then 5 minutes went by, and they kind of, at some point he was like, "Well, if I fucking did something, I need like," and then I called in 5 minutes later, and I'm like, "No, I was just kidding, dude. What's going on?" He's like, "You motherfucker," and everything. I don't know. See, that's like fun stuff. That's like funny, and it's fun to interact with people. That's what he's talking about here, and he's saying I'm a liar. This, and then I hung up, and then like for like 5 minutes.
That's what Joe does when he's lying. And then I did this, and then I spoke to this person, and then I called Bodark, and then I called JB. Yeah, I called him.
I just played it for you, so that's not a lie. I just played it for you. So I go on a rant about trolls and people that threatened my kids and hacked me this week. I go on a rant about them, and then Ken turns it into that's actually a rant about him and his family. That doesn't make any sense. Then Ken says I steal from him and that I'm going to do some karaoke singing show. But actually, I didn't say that. Dave said that. And then Ken says that I threw Dave under the bus and said he said that, but he didn't. But I played the clip of Dave saying that on Monetize This, who came up with the first idea, and that was Dave. So that's a lie, too. And now you're saying that I'm lying about this situation with Bodark or whatever, but probably because the video's taken down, so he thought maybe he could just make up lies. But I have the clip because it was funny, and I wanted to put it on Corrupted or somewhere. And so there's the clip of me actually doing what I said. But here's the clip of you saying I'm lying about it.
Did the same thing. So these people can definitely say that I did the same thing for them, and, I'm covered now. Yeah, okay, right.
What am I covered about? Like, what is he talking about being covered? Because late at night as I almost passed out to go to bed, they called me, and then I called them back and pretended to be angry at Bodark. What the hell what is going on here? Whoa, where'd you get that pumpkin?
Oh, my friend Pearson gave me it so I could fix its eye.
Oh, okay, and you're gonna give it back to him?
Yeah, when it's tomorrow.
Okay, and then we can go to the pumpkin patch and get our own, okay?
When?
In the next couple days, okay?
No, tomorrow, please.
It's rainy tomorrow, so we're not sure about tomorrow yet. If it's nice, we'll go, though, okay? The second it's nice, we'll go, okay? I have to get back to recording something. Give me a kiss. I have to get back to wasting my time to talk about people that make stuff up about me.
Can I
What?
have Pepsi?
No, it's too late.
But you said I
Ask Mama.
Can I please have Pepsi?
No.
You asked me.
Okay. Sorry, we had to have a fight about Pepsi because she wants Pepsi, and that's crazy. But anyway, I can't even believe that I've wasted 37 minutes of my time having to defend myself about stuff that is all fake. I really can't believe this. And we can keep continuing to go through this, I guess. This is such a waste of time, man, and such a disheartening thing because, in the back of your head, sometimes you're like, hey, maybe I'll, something will come up someday, we'll do something again. And it's like, this is some of the most scary, dangerous, weird stuff and just slanderous stuff. Since Kenny Bolin said that I take my money to buy front row tickets of WWE. Must be a Kenny thing. I can't even believe this is 37 minutes.
I don't want to have the same content as him. If he wants to go out there now and say that he's doing karaoke and doing all this shit, then...
Oh, my God, dude. Again, this was Dave's idea the other day, and all I'm doing is talking about the idea that he had. I didn't know that this guy owned karaoke or whatever. I don't even know. Like, I don't even give a shit. I don't even care. I won't even do it. if he had come to me and said this, like, dude, I announced this last week, I'd be like, well, oh, okay, well, Dave announced it. I don't listen to anybody's stuff and what they do or what they're doing, so I don't know what people are doing until something like this comes out. What was that?
I'm in 4th place.
Constipated Rock should be at 1,700 points. His Christmas donation should have been 3 times.
In life, you're in last place.
1,700.
Oh, you're right. You're right. All the Christmas donations were. You're right. That was times 3. You're right. Constipated Rock.
Hey, yo.
I'll be right back.
Okay, baby.
Hey, yo, I got a good idea for you.
What's that, man?
I would suggest that you put out. Actually, let me just say it in a more diplomatic term. I think it would be a good idea, and I'm not telling you what to do or what you should do, that perhaps put out a call out to your viewers to record themselves singing to a song of their choosing. But obviously the song would have to be an instrumental.
And it's not really karaoke. We're doing more of a talent show type of thing, like
Commented on the community.
And it was Dave's idea, not mine.
Before, obviously, but I wanted to at least try to do something different. I'm always going to try to do something different. I don't want to copy Joe. I don't want to have the same content as him. If he wants to go out there now and say that he's doing karaoke and
oh God, I mean, if anything, this is just like a misunderstanding type of thing. But it's not even with me. It's with him and Dave. And I don't even. I don't know, dude. Like, if somebody had come to me and said, hey, this guy's doing some karaoke thing, I'd be like, oh, we were going to do that. And now he's going to, it's because you got the same. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. But the bottom line is, leave me out of this because I got nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? Now I know about it. Now I won't do it probably. But, you could easily come to me behind the scenes or somewhere and say, hey, dude, what's up with this? Like, and I would have said, well, I don't know. Dave came up with it last monetize this. And then he would have been like, oh, well, I just come up with it. And I would have been like, oh, that's kind of fucking weird. And then I probably would have said, like, well, when did you come up with it? And then if he said when he came up with it, and I would have said, well, it wasn't even my idea anyway, so just do yours, I won't do it. Even though I don't even care. Who cares? We have different audiences and stuff now and all these things. Like, I don't even give a shit what anybody else does. I can do it if I want. He can do it if he wants. But who gives a shit? But if you came to me and said, like, I think this is really, like, if you came to me and said, I think this is really fucked up and this is what I was doing, and this is now you're saying you're doing it, what's up with that? I would have said, but, well, I didn't come up with it, Dave did. And then he probably would have said, oh, fuck, all right, I didn't realize that. I thought it was just you that said it. Well, listen to the clip. Oh, okay, my bad. And then I would have just said, oh, okay, well, I won't do it anyway. You go ahead and do it, man. That's what I would have said. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't even if it was my idea, like my idea last week, 2 weeks ago, I would say, well, that's kind of fucked up because I announced it before you did, So I feel like I'm being robbed here, Or maybe 2 people just had the same idea at the same time or whatever. But, I'm willing to, like, talk to somebody logically. But, clearly you just jump the gun and attack me. And it's like, this is the same thing that happened all the time. Somebody goes into my chat and someone goes somewhere else and says the same idea 2 places, and then we go to do it, and then everybody thinks everybody's copying. But really, it was we got the idea from a listener who gave the same idea to 2 of us or 3 of us. This happens all the time. And it's like, I don't watch other people, so I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know. We had we came up with an idea to have a debate between Dave and Bullfrog. We did a debate between Dave and Bullfrog. And then 3 days later, I guess Ken has a debate or like a fight or a showdown with Bullfrog and Tommy. And it's like, if you're getting mad at me for not copying you, what am I supposed to think about these type of things? You know what I mean? Like, but I don't care. I don't even care, man. The guy could literally call himself Joe Cronin at this point and dress up like, just do whatever you want. I ignore that shit. And I will keep ignoring it because, dude, I have 3 kids to feed and I need to pay my mortgage and my bills, and I need to do my content and stuff like that. I constantly get shit on by this guy every week and by other people every second, every week, all the time. And some of those same people are the ones that are trolling me and emailing me probably and all these things. And I'm like, where am I getting this hate from? I don't understand this. And it's probably from this, but like I don't acknowledge it. You know, just like this guy says fucked up shit behind the scenes to people that isn't even close to true. And then they come to me and they go, what's up with this? And I go, what the fuck? I didn't do that. Go look at this. And they go, oh shit. Well, he said this. And I'm like, well, look at this. And then they go, oh, wow, you just proved him wrong. And I'm like, I know, that's crazy. So it's like, it's bad enough that I got to deal with that when people come to me about behind the scenes stuff. It's like, dude, I don't know, man. It's like Himmelgod was a supporter for a long time. He goes and meets Ken for a weekend, and then that Monday he comes back and leaves the community. You know what I mean? And leaves me and leaves everything we do. All of a sudden, you know? So I don't care what anybody says. That's everybody remembers that, and it's clear as day what happened now. I mean, you'll never convince me otherwise. I mean, if you're willing to say this type of lies on the air, I just proved to everybody that this is all bullshit, all manufactured hate for no reason. I just proved it to you. So it's like, dude, what am I supposed to do? I just played the proof. Basically, it comes down to people just hate me. The people that want to hate me just hate me. And these are people that wanted to do this to JD too, and now they want to do it to me, whatever it is. I have no time for this. That's why I never respond to it. But today, this had to be responded to because so many people said that this was crazy. And a lot of other people said that, you know, did you really do this? Why would you do this? And then I had to say, I didn't do it. And they go, well, what do you mean? He played that clip, but I didn't really understand. Like, and I'm like, well, I was ranting about the trolls and the hackers and these people and whatever. And I was acting like Scott, and I was acting like the people who threatened me in emails, and I was going psycho on like in a weird voice on purpose. And I repeated a lot of things that they say to me, that they're going to go after my family nearby, that they're going to, you know, attack my internet, that they're going to take out my house, that they're going to take my kids, that they're going to take me, that Leah's going to die, and we're going to find you, and we know how to do it. We know how to make people disappear. Like, I literally repeated all the things in the emails and was like mocking it. That's what the whole thing is. And then this guy went and said, Joe's talking about me. What the fuck? He's got a nice family, I think, and a nice wife, and nice. I wouldn't even say this about somebody if they were fucking crazy. Like, even if somebody was acting crazy and they had a family, why the fuck would you ever go on a real rant like this about somebody's family? It wasn't about anything in specific. First of all, like, that would be bad to do that. I don't even understand how you don't see that this is a character ranting about trolls. But he turns it into it's about him. I don't know where to go with this. I've been hit up by people that I haven't even talked to in a long time who said, like, this guy is unstable. And he's come, like, unleashed, unglued, unstable. I don't know, crazy. He watches everything everybody does everywhere. You know? I get to watch a lot of stuff a lot of times because now I don't really have the same sort of schedule going on that I used to, and now I do a lot of editing at nighttime and computer building at nighttime and things like that I'm doing. And so I'm up kind of late, and so I'll have things on while I'm working and stuff like that. But, I mean, if you went back 3 years ago when I used to work my full-time job and I worked 50 to 60 hours a week, I mean, I could never listen to this type of stuff. I would never be up calling people or listening to everything and all these things. I'd be dead, you know? I mean, listen, this guy left my show a year ago. He left the show. Mostly over Scott at the time. It was because, like, there was a thing about whatever, and I don't know, he didn't like me or whatever happened. He left the show. He tries to say that it's the same reason, like, how JB left or something, but it's not at all. It's a whole different thing. You know, he left the show. He made it very clear. I don't want to be there. I don't want to be back. But over the last year, he keeps saying, like, why won't he bring me back? And I get, why won't he talk to me, but he'll talk to everybody else? So clearly he does want to come back. But then he says, I don't want to come back, fuck him. But then he says, I do, I'll go back in a heartbeat and I'll work things out. Even if we don't get along personally, it's business, and we can do good business together. You know, and it's like he goes back and forth either way. So if I say that he wants to come back, then he says, I don't want to come back. If I say he doesn't want to come back, then he tells everybody that he wants to come back and that it's me that won't let him back. So it's just weird. He pendulum swings between those two things. The fact of the matter is he left the show. I tried to bring him back, and then all this drama stuff started, and I saw it, and I was like, oh my God, I got to get out of this. This guy brings just toxicity, and I'm not doing this again. And then so I say, okay, no, all set, you know, whatever. And now it's just constant, like, insanity. And it's like, dude, I would work, but if he had not done stuff like this, like made up things like this, like to make up, when I do a rant mocking hackers, bullies, and trolls, and people that we don't even know who they are who send emails, and Scott, and I mock them in a rant promo as the devil, it's stuff like that where you say that that's about you and your kids and wife. That's the type of stuff that tells me, like, don't work with that guy, because that's crazy. What is the goal of that? And, you know, one of the other things was when I first met him because he attacked me. He saw what me and Tommy C and Dave and all these people were doing, and he wanted to be involved in it. And he attacked me originally. And then eventually I started being like, all right, I think he's harmless. But he's not harmless. He's crazy, obviously. Now, Tommy C warned me about this, but I said, nah, man, you're fucking, you don't even like me. I don't believe you. But, and a few other people warned me about him too. And I said, nah, whatever, dude. I think he's like a teddy bear, dude. I think he's a big teddy bear or whatever. I think he means well, but he doesn't mean well. And we've proved it in this podcast, unfortunately, because I thought he was my friend multiple times. And there were times where I'm like, well, maybe because I'm hard to deal with too. I'm hard to work with, you know, as well. Like, just like him, I've got a weird paranoia and ego as well. Like, we both really kind of do. But I would never do a 2-hour stream or hour stream, you know, saying that him ranting is about me. I mean, he's actually directly been saying things about me for the past year, and I don't go on and do an hour stream about it. Because it's not where, I don't know, because there's part of me that's always like, hey, maybe we'll get back together, you know, it's just let him fucking vent or whatever. You know, I do that with JD. You know, JD lets me do it, and he doesn't really fight me back and stuff like that. And in the end, I like JD for it. But I would never be doing this podcast if it wasn't for what he did, and I had to rebuttal it. Because you can't just let this go. It's like Kenny Bolin. Kenny Bolin has said a bunch of stuff about me over the years and stuff like that. I always ignore it. But the one thing that I had to rebuttal was when he said, you know, this guy takes money and then buys front row tickets at WWE. And I'm like, nope. WWE sent me those tickets, and I have the tickets proof that say $0 comp. And I have the DMs with WWE officials. So I'm not going to show you those, but I'll show you the tickets with the dollar comp. It says comp on the ticket, $0. I got every ticket. And if we went to court, I would win. You know what I mean? Well, I don't know if I would win money, because you'd have to prove in slander that the guy like caused you money or caused you to lose money or whatever. But I would win on the idea that obviously I did get the tickets for free from WWE. So when somebody is doing something that's like borderline slander, that's when I sort of like, okay, I'm going to respond. Because if people still want to believe the guy and still hate me or whatever, fine. There's nothing you can do about that. People just want to see a train wreck. They want to see fights. They don't care who's right or wrong. They just want entertainment. Okay, that's fine. But for the people out there that care and that think I said things about someone's family when I didn't, and think that I did this or that when I didn't, you know, at least this podcast shows you that. And that's a consistent thing that I do here on this channel in Drama God, is I did it with Mars, you know, which I don't have a problem with Mars now either. We haven't had any problem either. I thought I had no problem with anybody, so I don't understand. But people they're going to keep attacking me and say, you know, so that I say something so they can validate attacking. I'm not going to answer it. I don't care. I have little kids to take care of. And I wish that even though people hate me and whatever they want to do, I wish that they would at least respect that and be like, this dude's just trying to take care of his family and just trying to do a show and a podcast. And in the end, you know, Joe, if you talk to him, will, you know, tell you what's the real deal. You know what I mean? If you come to me and ask me about anything, what things are about or what you want to say, you know, I'll hear you out on it. But people don't do it because they don't care. It's about clout and about making someone look bad for donators or viewers or whatever. You know, and I don't mind fighting with people and having fun fights and doing these fucking like shots at everybody and calling each other names and shit like that. That stuff to me is fine and funny and whatever. It's just fun. People enjoy it. Okay. You know, we can do that. People can do that if they want. But, you know, it's when you say things like that I'm attacking your family. When my family was attacked all week in personal private emails sent by troll people, I was hacked. And people have attacked other ways that I won't even mention. And, you know, you've seen all the threats that have happened to me. And then when I respond to that in a joking way, like kind of taking it in stride, then some random person that I thought was kind of friends with me in the past makes a stream about how I'm attacking his family. I mean, are you the guy who is sending me these? Are you the guy attacking my family and that's why you're defensive about it? Why else would you say that this is about you? Because I don't understand how he leaped to this shit. So yeah, I don't know what to do. It's depressing. It's whatever. I don't know, dude. It's like everybody's got to be under stress right now, and this stuff is just not needed. You know. And I'm under a lot of stress, man. We're remote teaching 2 kids at my house, and it's crazy. And then we have a 4-year-old running around. And then I'm trying to do all this stuff. I'm so lucky to be able to come on here and talk to you guys, and to do podcasts, and to do Patreon, and to do Corrupted, and to do monetize this. And shout out to all the people who upped their pledges, like Six and Kevin Murphy and Amanda and Travis TLC and Derek Hance and Jay Swiss and Awandi and K Manza and Guzzy 617 and whoever else, everybody, you know, that's up their stuff. And I don't even know where I'm going to put this. Mikey to Crikey, thank you, ma'am. And everybody, I don't even know where I'm going to put this, man. I don't want to put this on my main channel because I don't want to do drama stuff on my main channel. I just don't care. And I don't want to do it on Corrupted because it's just like, I don't want to even have to do this podcast. I don't want to be sitting here doing this. This is stupid. And then it's like, well, then why do it? Why? Well, what am I going to do? Like 100 people hit me up today. 80% of them were like, fuck this guy, he's crazy. Fuck Ken, he's crazy. And what the hell is he talking about? And then they're like, people have said, like, I've seen this guy literally do what you do over the years. You can go back and start from the beginning and see how he borrowed things from me. There's a few things that I borrowed from him. You know what I mean? I like to think that we helped each other. But, you know, there's people that are calling this out, like, and they're like, what the fuck? But there are 20% of the messages, about 20 of them out of 100, where somebody's like, dude, why did you say this about, oh my God, you're crazy saying this about his family. Well, I'm not saying this about his family. Where did I mention him? Oh, well, I mean, he said it was about him. Yeah? It's not about him. They're like, yeah, you sound like you're joking. I'm like, I am, but it's not even about him. It's about the trolls. And it's me doing a crazy voice about the trolls and the hackers. And if you listen to the conversation that me and Scott had before this, and that I had on my show, you would know that. And then Scott even called into my show and started shit-talking Ken and shit-talking all these other people, like YR and all these other people. And I actually, like, rolled my eyes. You can see it on the video. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this. All right, man, or whatever. And I hang up the phone because, like, I don't care. And I said nothing because I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. I've already got enough shit to worry about, man. I got little kids to worry about and a job to do. Howard Stern, and not that I'm saying I'm Howard Stern. I'm not even close. I'm not even fucking JD from New York, and you know what I mean? But I mean, you know, like bigger entities. JD from New York's a great example. He doesn't spend time like doing 30-minute bashes on things and people. You know what I mean? Because it's unproductive to do it. Unless it's productive. And I get that it's productive for someone swinging upward to do it because it's always like, always attack the guy bigger than you. You know what I mean? It never is worth punching downward. Punching down is stupid. You know? And I don't even see anybody as up and down and stuff like that. So it's just stupid. I got respect for people. You know what I mean? You know, it's like, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to say anymore. I've never seen anything like this. You know, I've had fights with people and have beef with people, and most of the time it's at least half my fault, right? This is not even close to half my fault. This has nothing to do with me. This is me, like, doing a bit on someone's channel, ranting about trolls, and then someone turning it into that I'm talking about them. Like, it wasn't that long ago that Ken was on this guy's show and talking to this guy and everybody. It's like, if I talk to somebody that someone else isn't talking to, then I'm an asshole. But when they talk to them, it's okay. You know what I mean? I don't care about any of that anymore. That's why I don't work with anybody anymore. I do whatever I do whenever I want to do it. And I don't do anything bad or malicious to people because it's bullshit. I don't like trolls. I don't like multiple account names. I don't like the dumb, stupid disliking stuff. It's a waste of time. My videos have been mass disliked this past week. I've had massive threats. I've had massive trolls, like with my kids' names, like Joe's little kids fuck each other and Joe rapes his own kids. And we've got all the screenshots and we've got all the things of all the names that did it. You know what I mean? And so I'm like harassed all week. And I'm wondering, maybe he is behind this. You know what I mean? But I can't even believe that he is. I can't believe that he is. I've had people say that they think he's behind this because of this rant. Because they're like, dude, he's projecting all this stuff. He's defensive and projecting because he thinks that you found out that it is him. And I'm like, dude, I can't even believe that. I can't even accept that. But what the hell other reason is there for doing this? No idea. Anyway, there's nothing else to say. If you forgot, go back and listen to this all over again and listen to whatever, disproving these weird claims. You know, I have nothing else to say. Other than this, I mean, there's a lot of people that want me to go nuclear. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to go nuclear because I'm not saying I'm not the better person. I'm not a better person. I'm no better than anybody. But I don't know if this guy's going through something personal or stress, something behind the scenes that I don't know about, and he's flipping out. Or he's reaching out for... On October 1st, he sent me messages saying he's sorry and, you know, he'll never mention me again and all these things. And I was like, okay, I don't even care. Whatever, you know, okay, cool. And then I blocked him. That way we don't talk, you know, because whatever. And maybe that's manifesting itself that he's mad that I blocked him. And I don't know. But, dude, like, my heart can't take this much anymore, you know? It's like, bro... I don't know, dude. I don't understand. I mean, normal people, if they went through with what I went through this week, with names of my kids and pictures and assault things and emails and being hacked the other day, or not hacked, but whatever, someone looked up my password easily and then took a whatever. It's not even a hack. I won't even give them that credit because it's not a hack. If it was a hack, I'd be a little more creeped out. But with what I went through this week, some people would be like suicidal, or would be like the people that jump on Twitter and they go, I'm leaving Twitter and everything for a while. You know, they would be out of here. The type of threats that I've gotten this week, they would be fucking, it'd be crazy. So then I let out some steam about it on a stream, and I rant like I'm that person talking like the devil, and then somebody that used to be friends with me, who you know, most of his community is from my show, is from my community, goes on and then tells everybody in our communities, this guy threatened my family. And he's talking about me and my kids and my family. What? You would be insane. Any other person out there right now listening, they would be blowing up out of their minds. And a little bit I am in my head, but at the same time, I just just kind of put my hands up. I've seen this a million times. So people that want me to go nuclear, I don't need to. I don't need to because I just showed you the proof. So we just showed whether he's a liar or whether somebody else is manipulating him to tell him it's about him or something. I don't know. But either way, I played you the clips and showed you what I'm talking about. And there's nothing more I can do. So for the normal sane people, they will hear this and they'll go, okay, you're right. Joe didn't do anything wrong. And they're probably going to think, well, I still like both of them. That's fine. And there'll be people out there that will be like, fuck Joe no matter what. Fuck him no matter what. He's a baby, faker. Oh, man, woe is me. But it's like, that's bullshit because a man defends himself. A normal person and a man eventually defends himself, especially when it's a mega lie or a dangerous lie like this. And then I am actually threatened. And that's the funny thing is I didn't threaten him at all. And then I am actually threatened. Somebody just sent me this clip. Let's see.
I said, I swear to God, anything happens to my job, my family, my friends, I'm coming to Boston, bro. And I know where you live. I know your exact address. I know your phone number. I know your name. You really want to play this game and threaten me and threaten my family, motherfucker? You want to threaten my fucking family? I know that's towards my family right there. No one can convince me any different.
What? So he just threatened me. So he just threatened me because I went on a rant about trolls and acted like the people that threatened me. That's some wild shit, dude. So after all this stuff happened to me all week, I go on this rant, and I don't even think we played the clip yet. I think I did. I played the clip earlier. But I mean, listen.
I fucking say that.
Is this it? Yeah, here it is.
I fucking say that. Think I'm doing any of this shit because it's being done.
What? The shit that I've my family, get my kids, take my channel away, like all these things.
And I will cut somebody!
Like I'm in full silly promo mode here, right? Obviously. I completely go off the rails now. I started basically repeating all the things that people said about me all week, that they were going to get me, find my family, get my kids, take my channel away, like all these things. So now you can hear the tone of voice shifting right here. And as I want to get off the call basically because it's late. And I start doing the devil voice and you'll see me start to freak out now here. And even Scott. Get it, all right? And you're going to get it. And you're going to get someone fucking hurt and someone fucking killed!
Because I will kill somebody! And I will cut somebody! And I will
cut somebody.
Fuck someone's life up!
Dude, I will. So, like, I'm basically, at this point, I'm like mocking Scott, right? Like, where he goes, like, I'll fuck somebody's life up, man! I'll get somebody killed, man! Like, and I'm like doing it, and I don't even know if he notices it. Cut some. Like, how this is about Ken, I have no idea. We haven't had a beef recently that I know about. We don't have a problem. But there's trolls attacking me, so I'm doing this little gimmick thing. How this is about him, I have no clue. Buddy.
Real good!
I wonder how that's going to sound in the court.
Real good!
Wow.
Oh, yeah! I know how to do it!
I know how to do it. How do you not know this is, like... First of all, here's the thing. First of all, it's not about Ken, obviously, because I'm not talking about him at all. Second of all, it's also a joke, right? So, like, there's two things going on here. There's, number one, it's a character, and number two, it's not even about him. So, how, like, what the fuck?
That's incredible shit right there, Joe.
Now I'm laughing like a witch right here. Like, I mean, literally trying to make people laugh on a stream. And this guy's taking it to, I'll fucking come to Boston, and I'll fucking kill you, and I know where you live, and I've got your number, and I've got your address. Like, dude, you actually now just said that about me. I never said that about you. I'm doing a rant about trolls, and then you turned it into it's about you, and now you're saying you're going to come hurt me. I need to file an order of protection now, I think. I don't know. I mean, do I? What the fuck?
I said, I swear to God, anything happens to my job, my family, my friends, I'm coming to Boston, bro. And I know where you live. I know your exact address. I know your phone number. I know your name.
Well, I moved, but unless you, I don't know how you know my exact address because I moved. Unless you're saying that, you know, now you know where I live now because you've been looking it up, which is creepy, right? That's weird. I mean, dude, what the fuck, bro?
Wow, I wonder how that statement's going to sound in court.
Even Scott doesn't know what to do with this.
Incredible shit right there from Joe Cronin, everybody. No, but, I mean, if people are fucking with him, they're fucking with him, man. They're fucking with me, too. I don't play with those kinds of shit, man. If he does or anybody else does, it ain't me, bro. So that's all I can tell you. I don't really care. I don't play the game.
Yeah, you do.
People want to.
You know, come on, Scott. I don't play the game. You play the game. Come on. Right here, he's like, I don't play the game. He's literally like one of the worst. He must have heard all this today and been like jerking off. Like, well, I picked the wrong time to leave people with this. He's like, I don't play the game. I don't do this.
And do all these other fucking things, and all I do is rebuttal and defend myself. It's all I've ever done, bro. So it is what it is. You know, it is what it is, my friend.
So there, I know how to come for your families. For your fucking families!
You know,
how does everyone not know that I'm, like, so now I'm mocking Scott more, and I'm sort of reiterating things he said in the past, and I'm reiterating things that I got sent to me in my email this week. What does this have to do with Ken at all?
All ugly families!
And by the way, I'm saying families, right? Because I'm talking about everybody, like, and everything, like, it's not real. You know what I mean?
I know where you live! I've seen where you sleep! I've got your phone numbers! I've got your addresses! I've got your IP fucking addresses!
So this is all clearly mocking Scott, because Scott has done this for years. I traced your number. I traced your addresses. I know where you sleep. I've seen your families. I'm like literally reiterating all the things that he says, screaming on a random rant right in front of him, trying to see how he'll react to the whole thing. That's why I was doing it. And Ken turned this into Joe's talking about me and my family.
And I got everything I need to know! And now I will unleash hell on your little pastime, on your copycat shows, on your...
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe copycat shows. He was like, oh, I copycat him, so, like, he's talking about me. That could be what it is. But there's been a million people over the years who copycat the show. So, like, it's... Like, maybe that's what he heard, and he was like, he's talking about me because I copy him, and I'm projecting I'm self-projecting. So he felt guilty, so he thought that's what was going on. I don't know. Maybe. But I'm just ranting here, rambling about all kinds of shit.
Lies! I have all the DMs and everything you've said to everybody!
So now I'm, again, reiterating Scott, reiterating YR. These are things that they say.
I have the truth!
I have the truth. I got the truth, man.
And I'm gonna show all of you the scumbags.
And but scumbags, again, plural, like, you know what I mean? I'm always saying more than one because there is no one person that I'm talking about. I'm just generalizing randomness. That's why there's an S at the end of everything.
Of this former community. And I will do what you did to me. But I won't start with you. I'll start with the family that lives near you.
That doesn't even make sense.
That you have, that you care about, that you monitor. I will end your fucking existence. Spicky flags.
So there was a guy in the chat that was, while I was ranting, there was a guy in the chat called Spicky Fags. There was a goddamn guy in the chat who was spamming, and his name was Spicky Fags, and he was the guy that was writing over and over again that, you know, I'm gonna find you, Joe, and I'm gonna take your wife from you, Joe, and I'm gonna do this, Joe, and he just kept saying shit over and over again, and I think he got banned in the chat. I think it was in my chat, and so then I repeated something he said, and then I said his name, which is probably one of the funnier troll names I've heard. Like, Leah's balls was pretty funny. Joe's N-word dog, that was pretty funny. Spicky Fags. Or Spicky Fag. No, Spicky Fags is what it was. He made another name, dude. He made another name. Spicky Fags 2. Anyway, whatever.
As Joe was doing that, I got a no caller ID to my phone number, as per usual.
Here comes the pain.
I mean, dude, if I don't know, man, like if I was somebody who didn't like Joe Cronin, I would have reviewed this, but I wouldn't have tried to pretend that the guy was saying he was attacking my family, because that just isn't believable. Like, this is not believable that I'm talking about Ken's family. It's just not believable. But I probably would have roasted me, and I would have said Joe's losing his mind, and I would have been like, I would have played this, and I would have like mocked it or something, which would have been fine. But I wouldn't have been like, I'm gonna go ahead and build a narrative that he's talking about me. What the
Let the games begin. I warned you.
This isn't even my angry voice. This is clearly the reason why we're doing this is because I'm trying to figure out why somebody, one person who I actually kind of like or liked, would think that I'd be talking about his goddamn family in this rant or this character rant that I'm doing. I'm trying to justify this.
I said bye, and I said bye, and I tried to be the nice guy.
That's another reference to Scott from 5 months ago or something.
But the lies and the bullying have gone too far.
By the way, bullying is like, I don't usually say bullying a lot like that. That's something that, you know, Scott was saying, that they're bullying me. Like, it's, I don't know how people didn't get this. Even Scott, I don't think, got it, though. He was like, okay, well, there's Joe. He's upset. You know, he bought it, too. And I don't know. I thought this was clear as day silly. I sound like I'm Ric Flair.
And now your families will pay the price.
You're going to pay the price. Like, that's what I'm doing, dude. Like, what the fuck? Your families are going to pay the price? And by the way, that's something that somebody said to me on Monday on an email. Your family will pay the price. Somebody said that to me. And now Ken's actually threatening my family. Fucking hilarious.
Family, motherfucker. You want to threaten my fucking family? I know that's towards my family right there. No one.
That is not towards your family. You want to threaten my family? I didn't threaten your family. Who the fuck threatens someone's family? Who the fuck threatens somebody's fucking family?
Their internets will pay first.
You know, the only time I ever ranted on people is when someone has threatened someone's family. They threatened Ken's family. They threatened Ken's wife. And I ranted about that. We can pull that clip up of me going after Koopy. Because it's not right. It's not the right thing to do. It's not a good thing to do. It's not a nice thing to do, and it's not a legal thing to do. To go after somebody's family. That's pussy stuff. And Ken knows that I feel this way. So I don't know what he's doing here. I mean, I'm the one who's been threatened all week long in emails and in my chat rooms and with the dislikes and so on and so on and so on. How the hell did he get to play victim?
Addresses and phone numbers will pay second. And then their everyday peace of mind
will disappear. You fucked with my family's money, with my creative show, with my friends, and you've ruined much of it. And even though I still stay strong, I won't forget the piece of me you took. And now that I know who the culprit is and the culprits are, I will deliver vengeance. You motherfuckers think this is fake. You think this is funny. You will soon.
How many times does Scott say, like, you think this is fake? You think I'm kidding? Then, like, the next day he's like, dude, I was kidding.
Know how real as fuck I am.
There you go. I don't know what else to say to that. Steve Langham in the chat said the hackers sounded like a kid in the video. No, there was no kid or hacker in the video. It was literally...
Ugh. Oh, good Lord. I don't know what else to say. I think I've said everything I can say here. And that's about it, man. I'm shocked, kind of, so I don't know what to say. I keep saying that because I don't know where to go with this. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this rebuttal, I guess, or whatever. I don't think this was much of a Drama God video either, because Drama God was always made to be funny, you know what I mean? People talk about me every week and shit on me every week, every other day, every week, whatever. And so I kind of made this channel as like just to play around and, you know, indulge those people, you know, because I think everybody's just trying to have fun or whatever. But this was a very dangerous and scary and weird thing to hear.
I said, I swear to God, anything happens to my job, my family, my friends, I'm coming to Boston, bro. And I know where you live. I know your exact address. I know your phone number. I know your name.
Like, that is so weird, dude. I'm doing a bit on someone else's stream, ranting about trolls, and then now some guy's saying he's gonna come and get me. And people wonder why I have trust problems. You know what I mean? Why I don't trust people and why I'm fucking paranoid about stuff. This guy is, I don't know, man. I don't know if this is redeemable. I don't know if you can come back from this. You know what I mean? Like, I can put up with a lot of stuff. Unless this guy made some kind of apology, like publicly, that he got this wrong or he fucking went off the deep end by accident. I don't know, dude. Or said something to me. I don't know. This seems unredeemable to me. This is a really fucked up thing to say. Because I don't know why he's talking about his job and all these other things. It's like he wants me to be like this, or he wants somebody to do this with. I know he did this with Scott. You know what I mean? And it's almost like now that Scott's gone, he's like, okay, I'm gonna drag Cronin into something because I can't fight with Scott anymore because Scott left. So now I've got to drag Cronin into something. It's like, dude, I want nothing to do with this. The guy pretended to be Homeland Security with Scott and saying he was Homeland Security. The guy once texted us saying he worked at Sirius Satellite Radio, which I never knew. I never knew he did that with other people until recently. And like, he sent me this whole thing about he knows people at Sirius Satellite Radio, and I was like, what the fuck, or whatever. And then recently, Scott and a bunch of other people were saying he sent them the same messages. And I'm like, what? And so there's that, and then there's like other stuff, and it's like, I want nothing. I'm not your Scott, dude. I'm not gonna be Scott. You know what I mean? Go wake him up and battle him again or something. But I'm not gonna be this person that battles with people over this stuff. You know what I mean? I don't like that stuff. I don't like job stuff. Attacking jobs is bullshit. Attacking families is bullshit. And that's what's happened to me in the past. So I don't know why anyone would think that I would do something like that. You know? Unless it's to, like, maybe I would do it to, like, people who are doing something illegal to me or something fucked up to me. But not really. I would just go get a fucking... I don't do that shit. I don't know. Like, it's just like, that's bullshit. I would never... I don't give a fuck if somebody was a piece of shit to me. They've got a family to take care of. Like, this guy's kids don't deserve anything. This guy's wife and kids and families don't deserve anything because he talks shit on the internet. So I wouldn't even do anything like that to him or to anybody. But yeah, I don't think you can come back from this. You know, like this, like literally I did not threaten this guy, but now he's threatening me. That's some fucking weird shit. And anybody who agrees with this guy at this point is fucked up. Because I laid it all out here for you. And I mean, anybody following this is obviously wants to engage in some kind of, I don't know, some kind of illegal fucking mentality or bully mentality. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever the fuck. I don't fucking know. Anyway, I'm done. I'm really done. That was it. I think I got a lot of it out. Maybe there was more. I don't even know. I haven't even heard the full show yet because I was out all day with my kids and stuff like that. Even when I spoke to multiple people, they were like, "You're lying. You definitely heard this." I'm like, I did not hear it yet. I didn't hear it yet. I heard about it, but I don't know what's really going on. And I didn't even believe people. I was like, well, yeah, he probably went on a rant about me. So what? Whatever. Okay, he did it again. No, he's saying you threatened his family. Like, what? The fuck? I'm like, when did I do that? And then I remember the other night somebody was saying it, like YR and all those people were saying it. So obviously they put it in his head that this is about him when it's not. I guess? I don't know. All right, I'm done. I'm babbling. I have no idea what to tell you. I'm so fucking befuddled by this whole thing. I can't even believe it. I got to do Out of Nowhere tonight. So I'll see the people that are doing Out of Nowhere on Out of Nowhere. And I leave this stuff on this channel because I don't want to fucking bring it to my main channels because it's not what people are here for. So I'll mention it to everybody on the main channels and the other places if they want to hear my response. Here it is. But that's all I got to say, man. I am shocked. You know what I mean? This is disheartening, heartbreaking, sad, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I'm just in a state of shock about this. So I have nothing more that I can add but my confusion and I don't know. It's disappointing because, like, you think, like, maybe eventually things will cool down and people will become friends again eventually sometime and I can bring a trust back. And it's like, this is so far the other way. And it shows you why I'm afraid to work with people and stuff. Because this type of manipulation is evil. And I don't know where it's coming from exactly, but yikes. Anyway, I'm no fucking saint. But, I mean, I would never do stuff like this. Do an hour on somebody saying all these things about them and then fucking whatever. Saying that they attacked my family when they didn't. That's crazy. I've talked about it when I've been trolled by things and said they've attacked my family. But I never said, like, exposed that it was some person. You know? Unless they said it and I played it. But this isn't me saying it about anybody except some random gimmick thing that I was doing about the people who said this about me. This is I don't know what you call it, bait and switch, victim, boy who cried wolf. I don't know. But it's no wonder that there's a lot of people that randomly just don't like me all of a sudden, and then they don't really have a good reason. They just kind of say, "Oh, you're a scumbag." Why? You know. All right, I better. What the fuck, dude? I'm still babbling because I'm so fucking lost, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I'm so fussed by this that I don't know what to say anymore. But I got to move on and eliminate this. So this will be the last I'll really talk about it. So here's where it ends, and we'll see you for Out of Nowhere and everything else. And I don't know.